Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Skedaddle podcast. These are your hosts, John
Chris.
and yeah, welcome back to our second episode of this year. So we're on season two, right? Yeah. Keeping up with the previous, the previous schedule, right? We're gonna go on our Reddit stories.
Are you excited?
And this time we're gonna start with the Am I the Asshole subreddit because it's pretty popular, right? So, as again, just to remind everybody, we sort top of this month and we just read off whatever title looks interesting.
Live reaction.
A live reaction, right? So we do not screen this beforehand, so don't get mad at us.
Yeah, if it's boring.
So this one was posted 10 days ago, and it says, Am I the asshole for skipping my own surprise birthday party once I found out it wasn't really for me?
Okay.
Okay? So, interesting title. So, I have never been big on birthdays. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate them. I just prefer something low key, dinner with my closest friends, maybe watch a film, something small, basically. Everyone close to me knows this, especially my sister. Let's call her Maya, who loves big gestures and believes every birthday or achievement needs balloons and a theme and much more. Why you laugh? 2 weeks before my birthday,
Not even achievement, but for birthdays, yes.
Maya started acting strange. She kept asking me if I'd be free that Saturday and acted weirdly when I asked why. I suspected that she was up to something, so I told her again that
All caps.
all caps. I didn't want a party. She just laughed and said that as per usual, I was being no fun. A couple nights ago, the night before my birthday, one of our mutual friends let it slip about it being a party. She mentioned what she was wearing. Anyway, turns out the whole family was.
She's wearing?
Yeah, she mentioned what she was wearing, like to the party.
Okay. Is this a guy?
I think it's
Girl?
no girl, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, turns out the whole
For whatever reason, in the beginning,
I
thought
think-
that it's a
yeah.
guy.
What did it say? Anyway, turns out the whole family was invited, and it was at our parents' house. Some co-workers were also invited by her. Here's the kicker: my effing ex. So the ex was invited.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
For
Is
a-
your sister dating your ex?
I don't know.
Okay,
I'm still not
okay,
clear if it's a girl or not.
Because in the beginning, it said that because it wasn't about me.
Yeah. For a little context, me and my ex broke up about 2 months ago. It ended pretty badly. No abuse or cheating. See, that's what I think. But it wasn't pleasant ending.
It's a gear.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think
And
it's
also, which friend shows their outfit to their guy friend?
exactly. Hey, like, hey, by the way, I'm wearing this. I made it. Yeah. I've made it pretty clear to everyone in my life that I want no contact. Maybe Maya knows this. However, she told me multiple times that I should just get over the whole situation because he's a nice guy and that's been a part of all our lives for years.
How many years?
I don't know. It doesn't say how many. He just says they broke up 2 months ago. The first thing that I did once was call Maya, demanding answers, and she didn't deny it. She just
Call Maya. Didn't they walk into the party yet or no?
no. This is all before the party
How did she know that X is invited?
because I don't know. She says anyway. Turns out the whole family was invited, and it was at our
Or
parents' house.
somebody
Yeah,
ruined the party. Okay.
yeah. That's what she found out, right? That's it. I found out, right?
Oh, yes, you're right. You're right. I forgot. Okay.
So it says she said that we could just finally talk it all out. She admitted that she hadn't just thrown this party for my birthday, but also so everyone could see my ex again and we could fix things and we could fix things between us.
Oh my God, that's great.
She literally said to me that I thank her later. I went mad. I said to her she had no right, that I would have been ambushed into a situation on my birthday. And this was all after I specifically said that I didn't want a party. She just said I was dramatic and bloody ungrateful. That she had this whole thing planned because I wouldn't find better and it was a good fit.
Also, genuinely backing her decision up, like, oh,
Yeah.
you guys need to get
Yeah, she said everyone had gifts and travel. that everyone was excited. So yesterday, my birthday, I completely powered off my phone and didn't let anyone know, other than my best friend. So we went out for lunch and went on a walk together.
Oh yeah, that would have. That's. Oh my god.
Ended up having a great day. When I finally got home, I turned off my phone and it was mental. Maya was fuming. People were disappointed. People even said that I embarrassed Maya. Maya is now basically Maya that I embarrassed her.
Oh, embarrassed her?
Yeah.
She embarrassed us.
Maya is now basically saying that I ruined the whole party and made it all about me. It was literally my birthday. She says that she did it out of a good place in her heart and that I should have at least apologized for not showing up and letting people know. So am I the ass?
I would have told her that I'm not gonna go. And it's your responsibility to tell everybody. Because I would feel guilty for people to show up. And then it would be on her to tell people or not. To believe me.
Yeah, but it doesn't fall on you to try.
True. But now I know. And now I know people are coming and all of that. Now that's the fact that it's out there. So I would have like, what do you say? Like I would throw the ball in her court again. So it just wouldn't come back at me like, oh wow, what an asshole you are. I would be like, dude.
I guess that's true because I would think like, yeah, you find out. Yeah.
She didn't know it's different. But now she knows that everybody's invited, people are coming, and she's like, hey, I'm not gonna show up. To you invite people, let them know, or you're gonna be disappointed. And it's not on my decision because I'm not gonna show up. And then Maya might have thought that, oh, you just bluffing, you're not gonna do it. I'm gonna convince you.
Yeah, but they're like, no, she did tell me. And they're like,
yeah,
no.
Exactly. And I would later tell everybody, like, I learned about this earlier. I told her I'm not gonna show up. This is my birthday. This is the boy I want to plan for my
the top comment says NTA, which means not the actual. Don't be surprised when Maya and your ex end up dating.
Exactly. I told her she finds it a great fit.
Yeah, like what do you mean? You can't force someone to go back to somebody else.
See, somebody said, oh my god, this was exactly my rhythm, the situation.
Yeah. Oops, sorry, man. I dropped my ice back.
Drop my ice.
Having cramps. No, I was kidding.
Do not tell that why it's like now you ruined that. Everybody's picturing that you're like sitting on the ice pack.
No, I just went too hard at the gym and I pulled a back muscle, lower back.
So yeah, I'm gonna tell you like maybe my brain is really running, but when somebody's like, "Oh, I dropped my ice pack," and it's a guy, I would think they're ice.
No, I did not get a vasectomy.
Like
no, those people don't think that. Nah, that wouldn't be an ice pack. That would be something completely different. Okay, hold on.
That was great. Yes, you're not the asshole, but you could have been a smarter person, I think. Like a more political person.
Okay, let's see. Another comment says, NTA, but Maya is right. You did make it about you. Before it was all about her throwing this big party, her mending your relationship with your ex. You robbed her of the opportunity to pat herself on the back. She did it out of a good place in her heart for her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right, so
I was so confused.
Yeah, no, she gets. Yeah, it was all about her before. It wasn't about you, right?
I nearly
downvoted you, but your explanation is perfect, right? She was thinking like you, or whatever this person was like. Yeah, I was almost like, what are you talking about? Oh,
right. Such a nice way to word it. Yeah. Oh, these are about the.
Yeah, these are just the comments.
On the comments. Spoiler, you're going to find your sister is dating your ex any day. Oh my god, I would love that we get back to this.
Like, an update.
You know what?
You know what? You guys were right. They're dating.
Oh my god.
And they were dating before. No.
But they were talking because
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Coming, right? So Okay, let's go.
Okay.
This one. That was fun.
Let's see.
So a little bit I mean my level of Am I the Asshole is kind of like that Bonnie Blue thingy, so they're all innocent.
Do you want to read this one?
Okay. This one? Okay.
Yeah, this is the second one on the list.
Am I the asshole for leaving my mom at the airport with no ticket and no plan? Okay. This is still weighs on me. Some background. My mom was abusive growing up. It got bad enough that at 12, I left home through the courts and moved in with my dad. That decision fractured our family. On the court paperwork, under name of child, she wrote something like, I have no son. I've carried that with me ever since. I had little contact with her after that, briefly at 17, again in my early 20s, and not consistently until much later. I'm now almost 40. I spent over 20 years drinking heavily and finally got sober in 2018, which is when I made an effort to reconnect with my family, including my mom. She's closer to 70 now and has zero contact with two of her three kids. Okay. Reconnecting wasn't easy. When I asked if she ever reflected on the abuse, she told me I was an adult and needed to let it go already. That was a turning point. I realized any forgiveness would be one sided. If I wanted peace, it was on me. Since then, our relationship has been rocky but present. We've had family reunions and even traveled overseas together for 3 weeks. We argue often, usually over small things, but we stayed in contact until this. Last summer, I invited her to my city to see a band she's loved since I was young. The plan was simple. She'd arrive on Wednesday, we'd go to the concert on Thursday, she'd fly out to visit my sisters on Friday, and I'd leave early Saturday for my own trip, she agreed. When she arrived, she mentioned she'd only bought an one-way ticket and would book the Friday flight later. That made me uneasy, and I reminded her several times to make sure it was booked. I thought I was clear in my wording and tone that I didn't want anyone staying in my house while I was gone. Friday came, the concert was fine. Then she told me she still hadn't bought a plane ticket, and now, with prices having gone up, she planned to stay a few extra days while I was away. She had planned it already. I told her plainly, I'm leaving at 5 a.m. tomorrow. You need to get on that plane. I even offered to cover the extra cost. She refused and invited herself to stay at my place. That's when I said clearly that I wasn't comfortable with anyone staying in my home while I wasn't there. She accused me of not trusting her and said she was my mother. I said, I am your mother. I said it wasn't about trust. I just didn't want anyone in my house. The argument escalated. Finally, she said, fine, take me to the airport. I think she expected me to cave. I didn't. Good for you. I packed the car, grabbed my daughter. There is a daughter involved too, of course. And drove her to the airport in silence. When we arrived, it felt like a standoff. She was waiting for me to say, never mind, don't go. I didn't. I took her bag out, set it on the curb, and told her, if you can't find a ticket, let me know. I can help you pay for the hotel. Then I left. Months later, I'm still thinking about it. I don't think I stranded my mom with no options. I offered to cover the cost of the flight and hotel, but I did leave her at the airport knowing she hadn't booked a ticket. Am I the asshole? Okay, don't read the comments. What do you think? This is an interesting.
Yeah. I think if she has a history of doing things like this, like I understand they have a good relationship, right, growing up, which I guess as adults people can kind of work through those things. But if you already know that she's manipulative in some ways or things like that, and then she's done things like this before or similar things, maybe not. Is that the a-hole? But if this is the first time, it feels like a little. I don't know, because she was very clear though, from the very beginning.
He was clearly.
He
or she.
or she.
This is a guy.
Oh, this is a guy. Oh, okay, never mind.
Because it said I don't have son at the beginning. I have.
Oh, I see. On the name of the child, she wrote something. No. Oh, yeah, I see. She wrote, I have no son. Yeah. So I think there's a lot of baggage in this relationship. And yeah, because he was even willing to pay for the extra cost. So why was the mom so adamant to stay?
So I feel something that this person didn't write for us is that he had this information from different experiences that his mom is a very stubborn person who just does things the way that she wants, and she wants other people to do it, and probably that was already in his mind. So from the moment that she said, oh, I didn't get a double ticket, he knew like, oh, she's already planned this, so I'm gonna tell her no. So that would right there means that he already knew she's a kind of stubborn person and she just wants to do things the way she wants. And the reason I think, I mean, it is really a little bit tricky because at that moment I knew that I haven't bought her a ticket. I would buy her ticket and then I leave. Okay, that was the only thing I would change. But I don't like this mom because a decent mom. I'm not saying like, oh, a loving mom. Just saying like, hey, your kid is really telling you no, and then just your pride would get hurt. I'm like, you know what, fuck this. Even if they really wanted to stay, they were like, no, I'm
Yeah, they don't want me here. I just want to go, right? Yes.
she obviously has money and she bought her own ticket because first I got the impression that the child is paying for everything all the time. So, but she bought her own ticket. And then we said like, okay, maybe she didn't have money to go back, which is generally, we know that's not how it works. Round trips are almost as same price as
Yeah.
round trip. But the only thing I would have done differently is that I would buy her the ticket with that expensive ticket and then I would drop her off. And then it was up to her to take that ticket and go, because right now she'll be like, well, I don't have that much money, like, how am I going to call you and I'm angry with you and all that, right? I just was a stubborn. So that was the only little thing to establish. But other than that, this is ridiculous. Like, seriously.
I also don't understand.
Moment.
Like, so did the son ask her to come?
He bought a ticket for the concert of her. So he's being very considerate. He's being loving. He is the one reached out. He even I understand it doesn't work with everybody. Not every adult is really capable of reflecting and just being capable of facing all the pain from before. And they just expect like, we're good right now. Why don't we just forget it? So I can give her a pass on that. Not that it is okay or justified. It just, I think I've seen it a lot. But obviously he's been constantly forward. Like the fact that this concert, my mom loves it. I'm gonna, so she comes in, plans something, and then all of that. But there's something here that I'm a little bit confused about. That the plan was that after this, the mom is gonna go see the sisters, and her sisters or his sisters.
She
Here. To visit my son. So she'd fly out to visit my sisters on Friday. So earlier he said that, and now he has zero contact with two of her three kids. So this is one kid and the other kids.
Yeah.
So I feel maybe she didn't want to go see the sisters, and this is her way of being like, no, I didn't buy tickets. Oh no, I have to stay with you. So that would be an easy way to get out of seeing the other kids. But that's irrelevant. Go back home.
I know. Yes, if Friday came, so she hadn't booked all these things. Yeah, but what is, I really don't know. But she could have just said that, like, hey, I don't want to go.
And this is an adult, he's not like a 20-something-year-old that you can bully into, like, feeling guilty. Like, he has his own kid. So, yeah, this is, no, you're not.
I mean, obviously he still feels like some kind of guilt, right?
Because he had to buy that ticket, he didn't. He should have bought that ticket, the expensive gift, and give it to her. And then I know in that moment he probably thinking like, oh my God, I'm going to spend this money and she doesn't deserve it. But it would have made him guilt-free.
Yeah.
He should have done that. And he wouldn't. No.
Yeah, because then he's like, okay, like I did everything. Yeah.
I did everything. And I went even extra and I'm making up for your mistake for not buying your ticket. But whatever. Here you go.
Let's see what the comment says. So do you realize, OP, that you just explained how her abuse and manipulation is still continuing?
What is OP?
Original poster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This was the abuse cycle you just type out and still carrying since it's hurting you so much. She's never once accepted accountability. You can forgive her, but you don't have to accept. If she makes you feel bad for setting about your boundaries, that's someone who doesn't need to be let in. She can wave at you from the outside or stomp on you by a tantrum. But stop letting her in. Okay, that's true. I mean, that's why I say like, yeah, I mean, this is abuse. Like
she wanted to do what she wanted. She's making you feel guilty about it. You did nothing wrong. Like she's an adult, obviously, and nowhere I got an impression that she's like having dementia or like her brain is not working.
Yeah, basically, abusers are masters are making their victim think that they are responsible for that. It's just your mother's still an abuser.
I'm not capable of identifying these things because I grew up with guilt, and I just always felt like it's always my fault somehow, and it's still as an adult that I like to think I'm socially very intelligent. Still, I cannot really tell when people close to me are doing these things and making me feel guilty about the things I shouldn't be feeling guilty. And while I have to give away the thing I don't want to, still I'm feeling bad. That's ridiculous. And Yeah. Go hell.
For me, like I'm just like I can tell when someone's trying to take advantage, and even though, but I guess I still do what they want, but I'm not like yes, like I know, like they probably think that I don't know or something, right?
Yeah.
But I do know, but I still do. Because in my head it makes sense. Like if I didn't know, it will be worse, right? That if I wasn't aware that this was yes.
That's another level because you did what they got what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have to feel with this pain. Like, why did I let myself do this? Like, why did I let myself down? Because I knew I don't want to do this
Mm-hmm.
and make this person happy. And also accepting the chances that they think you're stupid.
Yeah, exactly. That's what, like yeah,
Oh, that.
and like they put it. Oh yeah, just I'm like no.
That
Like
was like the situation I was telling you about the whole authorship situation.
Mhm.
That I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to submit because I cannot let go of the feeling that you think that you bullied me and it worked. Even though it's stupid, right? I don't want to do this, but
yeah.
here we go. Okay, let's do another one.
Okay, let's see. One other quickly.
These are all good because they're all kind of like a grayish area.
This this one looks funny. Okay, I'll read this one. It says, "Am I the asshole for making my wife ride in the back seat because she couldn't stop distracting me?" So this happened over the holidays, and my wife's still upset with me over it. Our family went to visit my in-laws for New Year's. It's about a 3 or 4 hour drive, mostly highway, but it takes us through 2 metro areas with pretty significant traffic. My wife, 37 female, gets nervous about driving in the traffic, so I always drive when we visit her family. She also needs to get her car sick. Oh no, she also tends to get car sick on longer drives and needs to be in the front seat to help ease it. Yeah, she has tried taking Dramamine,
Germany.
yeah, in the past, but she's had an allergic reaction to it, so she doesn't take it anymore. I love my wife with all my heart, but she is not good sitting shotgun. She makes huge reactions to any change in traffic, grabbing the handle, putting her hand on the dash, gasping, telling me to watch out, etc. It's not like I'm an aggressive or risky driver. I've never gotten a speeding ticket or been in an accident. But if there's a car half a mile ahead of us that puts on their brakes, she freaks out and acts that we're all about to die. It's incredibly distracting. I've talked to her multiple times about her reactions. Usually makes it more difficult for me to concentrate on driving, but she says she can't control herself because she's nervous in traffic. On the way to her family's place, she sat up in front with me, and traffic was pretty bad. Lots of slowdowns due to the weather conditions, and in general, just kind of a slow going. But I've been driving in cold weather my whole life, and I know how to control my speed, give lots of extra space to any surrounding cars. I understand that you can't control anyone else on the road, but that accidents happen. But I do everything in my control to keep my car and the people inside safe. The entire drive, my wife was on the edge, making all reactions I mentioned. It's very distracting to have someone next to you doing that sort of thing while driving. I mentioned this to my wife numerous times on the drive, and she always deflected blame at me for the way I was driving. When we were getting ready to head home, I told my wife she needs to sit in the back, and a 14-year-old son will sit up front with me. 14-year-old.
Okay.
Will sit up front with me. I told her it's either that or she drive us home. She got upset with me and started giving excuses about her car sickness. I told her to take some.
Or not?
I told her to take some NyQuil or something after her to sleep, but she refused and told me I'm being a jerk. I told her that she can drive then, and she refused to do that too. Eventually, she reluctantly got in the back seat with our 11-year-old daughter. The ride home was much easier traffic-wise, and my wife sat pretty much silent in the back seat the entire time, pouting. When we got home, she told me that she felt ill the entire drive, but didn't say anything because she didn't want to make a big deal out of anything. She told me I humiliated her by making her sit in the back, and that I should have made more considerate of her feelings. So, what can you say as a female?
I do the thing that like I don't. So I have gotten the comment of being the horrible backseat driver, many times. I think by you too.
Me?
You haven't
No.
told me, but like, I do sometimes like, do you see this? Do you see that? Like, I sometimes like, not that you're driving is bad, but I just cannot help it because I always am.
The other thing that you always tell me, like I remember one time, like, oh, that I'm on somebody's blind spot or something.
Yeah, you are not. Yeah, that bothers me because you just like staying.
No, but now that you told me that, like now I don't try to do that.
Oh, thank you.
So I was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna like, cause it's a good point. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be somebody's blind
Thank
spot.
you so. But I do tell other people quite often, specifically, I am absolutely impatient with jerky.
Slows down.
Everything is
Stalling.
with jerky brakes. You
Mm.
know, like, and one time, like, oh, somebody just braked in front of you, sure, but it is your damn car, and you've been driving for years. Clearly, you're not getting used to it, and I cannot stop. And I know it drives people nuts, and I know it's bad, right? But man, first of all, I get also feel nauseous, and I'm like, I get frustrated, but like, you're damaging the car. So I do get that.
I mean,
Right?
getting used to a brand new car, takes some time. No, I mean maybe not a year.
Sorry for getting my own, but like I rent cars every now and then, and yes, I know that. Like it takes me actually at least an hour of solid driving to know where
Yeah.
gas on. But dude, you're driving the car every day. Anyways, so I get that. And I still like, even though I feel very justified, I still understand how much it is annoying and how it is not really constructive in the
Yeah.
driver. So, and in the other hand, another thing I do that is really bad, and I know it, and I should stop it, is like, imagine I see, like, we're driving, and I see, like, a really cool building, and I was like,
Oh my god, yes, that's not good. Cause that will like maybe think that what's going on.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I do that, and I know it's really bad, and it annoys everybody. And actually, even though I knew it, but it never really kicked in my brain, and I haven't done it ever since, that somebody sat beside me, and they kept doing it.
And you're left home.
And I was like, oh, stop this car. Till we figure out, like, oh shit, yeah, this is a bear. It's a bear. Can we have other reactions on this? So,
Yeah.
and I can understand if like a driver would tell me like go back. I totally get it, specifically if it's constant.
Mm-hmm.
I would get pissed.
Well, yeah.
I would get humiliated, but I also kind of feel them because I would, as a driver, I feel the same way. And there was sometimes that somebody was doing a backseat driver, and I did tell them I'm gonna pull over, and they're gonna either get an Uber, or they're gonna sit in the back, or they drive. And I didn't offer them to drive because
I was like, you offer them to drive.
so like, and I can feel this feeling very much in both ways. So I don't think you're being an asshole. Specifically that he said like, you drive, you like this. Come on, like seriously, this is fun.
Yeah, work with me.
Exactly, work with me. So I don't think at all. And I feel that if this is the case, and because she's even like not feeling comfortable driving to this place, so she already knows this is a problem. Like that's why you're not driving more. How about that? You shut the fuck up. So maybe they should start taking, like maybe she should fly to her family. And oh my god, they're going to her family too. Like that makes me more like, you know what? I'm getting back. It's
I know. Like, we don't have to do this.
You know what I just realized? Laura would be really eligible to say he is an asshole or no, because what if I'm also an asshole? Because if I am an asshole and I see this, that can never be saying like, oh no, that's justified.
Well,
Coordinates are very important.
yeah.
What do you think?
No, I don't think he is, because like he's the one driving, right? And then I feel like he was very reasonable to tell her, hey, like you're making this worse, like, and we're here because of your family, and like there's an obvious solution to this. So here we go. Pick one.
Yeah, take it down, NyQuil, and fall asleep. Maybe they should get a worst times zero like every time they sit in that. Because it's not just she's nervous, she also gets nauseated. Because that's the thing too, I cannot sit in the back. I would throw up for sure. The torque is weird. If I sit in the front, unless it's jerky brakes. I'm not.
I can sit in the back. Fine.
I can only sit in the back if I sit in the middle.
The only thing that I cannot do is look down, even if I'm the passenger. Like if I try to be on my phone,
Yeah,
like
100%.
I will, I guess, motion sickness. Which I don't know that happened. That used to not happen. It just happened recently.
Because your probably eyes are getting a little bit astigmatism.
Mm-hmm. So
And I
anything else? But
yeah, you're not an asshole, sir. You've been nice. Your feelings matter, but you proved on the way home you can control your
yeah,
which is what I'm asking you to do. My request is not about feelings, but actions which make us unsafe.
it's true because how come she said like, yeah, I was feeling sick, but I didn't say anything.
Yeah, so
It's like you can. No, but obviously you didn't throw up, or like you had a way of managing this.
I mean, honestly, throwing up is much better than being nauseated.
Oh yeah, I know, because you get the feeling out of the way.
Exactly. So that's horrible. But what did it say?
Like Nadia, actually, she just proved that she can control herself. It's a Christmas miracle. No. See, she can do a 3 to 4 hour car ride in the back without getting car sick. 2 miracles for the price of one. And then, yeah, see, funny how she could control her uncontrollable reactions from the back seat.
And that's
It's
what
true.
it said, to be somewhat fair.
It's a lot hard to drive in front of the car. Yeah, from the back
Yeah.
seat. Yeah. Oh yeah. If she was feeling car sick, she was probably spending a fair amount of her attention on not throwing up. As I'm not excusing her actions, when she's in the front seat at all, but she needs to find a better way of coping. Oh,
Yeah, I
ginger.
wanted to say ginger. Yeah, ginger helps. There's like this ginger drops too.
Mhm. Okay.
Ginger and lemon.
New thing I found today.
Mhm.
All right, well, he's not. It was funny.
It was very fun.
That's I just knew. Yeah, this is gonna be good. But
Okay.
yeah,
That was good.
that was good.
I like each. This was the easiest one of all of them.
Yeah.
seriously. I mean, and there's another thing. I'm a master of reflections. We all are hearing this from him
Mhm.
saying it. We don't really know if he did communicate with her this way. What if he was
That's true.
constantly yelling at him like, "Oh, or like ridiculed her, so like, oh my God, you're like little wussy, always like saying these things." And then adds this, we are hearing you being so reasonable, so calm, and all that. In this case, you're not an asshole. You hear me? If you did something else, you will like you should have done all of this. This was the only person.
that's what we get from every story, right? We only get one side.
True. But yeah, of all the all three that we read, this was the only one that I don't see anything you could have done. Like seriously, you can just move on from this. To buy her to make her happier, buy her some a sortion, because it's not just them. I mean, there are many different pathways for making your nausea go away. Best of all, I think she should just take something that makes her sleep.
Sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
fall
you don't see
asleep.
anything, everybody's quiet. We can enjoy our.
And I mean, if he only just sleeps like an hour or two, that's still less amount of time that he has to concentrate on not being sick, right? So.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, guys. Well, we still went on our tangents and read the stories, so and got our takes. But that's all we have for this episode, right? Let's skedaddle and see you next week.
Bye-bye. Sorry that I screamed.
That's fine.